I was having pain in my neck, pain in my shoulders, like a burning sensation, well, particularly the right shoulder, that would radiate from the neck down, and pain in my hips. And I knew I had issues because I had been to at least 2 other places in the past 5 years. So I kind of knew what the issues were. And those other places were both chiropractic. And one had chiropractic care, kinesiology combined. So I was familiar with what my problem was. I know I still have some progress to go through, so I have to keep up with my home kit. But I'd made fabulous progress. And the thing that I was really impressed with here, like I said, I've been other places, and I've been through chiropractic and, some physical therapy in the past, and I even had cortisone shots in the past. That just masks the problem. But here, they take x-rays and they show you the progress. They do a beginning, a middle, and an end. So you visually see you're making progress. It's not just based on, how does it feel when I'm walking? How does it feel when I'm sitting? You're visually seeing through the x-ray that your bones are going back and lining up. In my case, it was my neck and my hips. Okay, the fact that they have a medical doctor here was even better because you feel like it's an entire comprehensive way of being cared for. You're seeing a medical doctor who is addressing any kind of, Serapin shots that you might have to have. You're seeing a chiropractor who is doing any kind of adjustments that you have to have, or that you may be required. And you're seeing a physical therapist who's very well versed in what she does. So it's 3 separate areas that all combined into one. It's very comprehensive, which was very impressive. I was impressed by that. I've never heard of like the wobble chair, the decompression machine. I had heard of the power plate machine because I'm on alternative websites and I'm always reading and studying and looking at what's out there. So I had heard of that, and I knew that it was a very good machine that a lot of the holistic and alternative medicine people on the internet are recommending it. Dr. Mercola is one of them, if you've ever heard of him. His website talks about it. So I was really interested in trying that out and to see how that would help me. And it almost makes me want to buy one, but the decompression machine, I mean, when they first tell you about it, it's a little scary, but when you think about it, in reality, what it's actually doing makes so much sense. I know so many people that have had back trouble and minor, just compression in their discs, particularly lower back and neck, and they've actually gone for surgery. And this machine can be an alternative to a surgical procedure. And when they, just the explanation of how it functions and what it does, it just makes so much sense. I wasn't at that point where my discs were that bad, but the decompression machine always makes you feel better. You just feel more alert when you're off of it. So yeah, I almost wish I could still be doing that. It was one of my favorite parts. When they explained the physiology behind how it's working, it makes so much sense. I mean, it's such I would recommend it to anybody to try before going under the knife. One of the best things about it is the people here are so nice. They're always in a good mood. They're always upbeat. They always greet you and know your name. They're very knowledgeable about what they do. And they're very committed to what they do. They believe in what they do. It's one thing to know it. It's another thing to be committed to it. Anybody can have the head knowledge. So it was always a pleasant experience to be here. Always. The staff is just wonderful. As I've said, I've been in chiropractic care before, and I was at going to one for a year. And you'd have a tendency to think about sometimes, like I said, if they're not giving you a before picture, middle picture, end picture, why do they keep having me come back? Because they're basing their diagnosis on how you're feeling. Here, they have an end in mind. They have a 3-month program. In my case, I don't know if that's the case for everybody, but they are taking the pictures along the way so you know exactly where you're at, how much you're improving. And I did. I improved dramatically. I would say to anybody who's considering or who's having any kind of issues that involve the spine, the neck, the hips, the shoulders, any of that, see what they have to say first. Come here and get the assessment, because I'm not sure they charge for that. I'm not real sure how that works. I know they didn't charge me. And see what they have to say and what they can offer you, because the neck thing, particularly the compression in those discs, can affect so many organs once they're spread and opened up, and the blood flow starts going, and the blood flow to your thyroid, the blood flow to your pituitary, the blood flow to all the organs in the upper half of your body. Is that speaks volumes right there. So come in and give it a try. See what Dr. Jody says. See if they can help you. They would obviously be honest with you. Try it before you do something that's way more extensive. Give it a try. And they're nice. They're wonderful people. Wonderful people to deal with. So you can't lose. You can't lose by just giving it a try.